that, yeah.
Right, 3, 2, 1. Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Heard It Through the Grapevine. Nearly forgot it again. With me, Robert Crawford, and...
Me, Olivia Hobson.
Hello, Olivia Hobson. How are you?
Hello, Robert Crawford.
You alright?
I'm fine.
How was your week?
Yeah, it was nice. I went to Edinburgh on the weekend.
Oh yes, Valentine's special.
Mm-hmm.
Did you...
It was romantic. No, it wasn't that romantic.
No?
No.
Okay.
Did a lot of walking. It rained quite a bit.
Yeah, Storm Dennis played his part.
Yeah, I think that was actually worse down here though.
Oh, right. So for once, the Scottish got the better weather.
Yeah.
So I do feel quite bad for the Scots, because every time you see like a weather report, it's always really nice and sunny in the southeast, and the rest of the country is just...
It's so true.
Absolute.
That's so true.
fucked.
And you're always like, oh, unlucky guys.
Unlucky. Sorry.
And it'll be like...
London wins again.
It'll be like March and it'll be like, there's sunshine in London today.
Yeah. And everyone's like, you fucking wee bastards, mate. Fucking down there with your son.
I actually really like Scotland though.
I love
It's the
Scotland.
second time I've been.
I love Scotland. I love Scottish people.
Me
Scottish
too.
Twitter is one of the best things ever.
I haven't.
I watched
looked at that.
a video of like the best Scottish videos. It's not Vine, but it's a different video. And there's this one video, right, where he plays that game. They're playing that game, you know, where they put your phone on your head and it says the name.
Oh yeah.
And the people have to say like
Yeah.
that. Anyway, this this video, it's very famous, so people would have definitely watched it, and I reckon you've seen it before. But it says Michigan on it, and the bloke goes, "It does tricks at wee kids' parties." And he's like, and the bloke's like, magician, and then someone overhears that and he goes, "No, you fucking spanner! It don't seem it. It's a fucking place in America." Michigan. Oh, I love Scotland so much.
Is that why?
It's part of it, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
just the Scottish are just better than the English. There's no...
I love how patriotic they are.
Yeah. And it's not like an annoying thing like the Welsh. Oh, shut up.
Or even America, where they hang American flags outside of their houses. Like, what the
Pathetic.
fuck, yeah.
Pathetic.
But yeah, they do it right. They
do
really
it right.
play on the Scottish stereotypes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Buckfast. I am brie.
I fell into it. I actually bought a tartan scarf.
You did?
Bought a red tartan scarf, the colours of Stuart.
Who's Stuart?
Like
Oh, it's James Stewart.
family, yeah.
Oh, right. Stuart Little.
Stuart monarchy,
Right.
which is the Scottish.
Oh, is that why they
That's
have
our
tartan?
Scottish monarchy. Yeah, so each tartan colour means a different
House.
I was very torn between Stuart and I want to say Bruce, but I don't think it was Bruce. No, Wallace, I think.
And what
I was
colour
very
is
torn
Wallace?
between
Purple?
they were
Blue?
both red.
Oh, right, okay.
Stuart's got red tartan, but like the stripes on the tartan are like with different colours. There's like green, blue, yellow.
Right,
It's quite
is that
colourful.
why?
Whereas the other one, I think it was Wallace, that was like much more subtle. It was like tartan red with maybe like yellow and cream stripes.
Nice.
And I was like, this would go with more, but the Stuart one is really like, that's hardcore Scotland. So I went with the Stuart one. Haven't worn it yet.
Why?
It's
I'm
too,
not sure
it's too
anyone would
soon
know
after
that.
I went to Edinburgh.
Yeah, but I'm not sure anyone would know that you bought it in Edinburgh if you just wore it. I've got a
I
tartan
know, that's
scarf.
what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Tartan's like cool.
Yeah.
I think tartan's coming back too.
Mm-hmm.
It's always there in Scotland though.
Yeah, it's never left.
No. It's a great pattern. So yeah, but to be honest, I wouldn't have bought a tartan scarf down here. I
Okay.
did it because I was up there.
I feel like you're having a bit of a breakdown over the tartan scarf. I wouldn't have put it down here. Gosh, no. That's
no,
too
because
on the
I
nose.
bought it from like a Scottish tourist shop.
Right, so you went to this
Like,
shop
it was
that says
fully
I love
like me
London.
being a tourist.
And, yeah, but yeah, I think that's fine though.
Yeah.
You got to keep the Scottish economy on its feet.
Yeah, like I bought some Walker's
Did you,
shortbreads too.
Yes, I had some of them. Very
Yeah,
nice.
from
Did
the
you
same-
have some haggis?
I had loads of haggis. I love haggis though.
Is one of the best things in the world.
Yeah, but then people were like, "Oh, it's just what it is," and I do get that because it's like lungs and heart and.
Yeah, but so I'm trying to be more vegetarian than meat. But I think if you are going to eat the meat, you shouldn't be scared of eating all of it, all of the animal.
Yeah,
Surely
I
there should
agree.
be. You can't just pick the nice rump or whatever. Eat the kidneys and the heart and everything.
I know, because they're like, people are weirded out, like, oh, the heart, and it's like, what, should we just throw that away?
Throw the heart away?
Yeah, like, or the lungs? Like, no, you should eat all the animal if you're going to kill the animal. It's like black pudding. I don't actually like black pudding, but it's good that they make use of.
I love black pudding. White pudding as well.
Blood. What's white pudding?
I think it's just...
You don't know, do you?
Well, it's like black pudding, but it's white.
Is it actually white in colour?
Yeah, so I don't know what they use. They don't use, but it's not spunk or anything. It's just, it is blood, but they just don't put
maybe
something in there.
Is it the white blood cells?
Yeah, they extract the white blood cells. I think that's how they do it, and then
Right,
they,
okay.
yeah, that's how they do it. It's fine. My weekend was alright. Thanks for asking.
What'd you do?
You never ask me about my weekend. Whenever we talk,
that's really pissed me off.
listener's private joke there. Whenever I go over to what's your name, Olivia's desk after a weekend, I never ask her. It takes about 10 minutes for me to ask her how her weekend was, and she always gets annoyed.
No, it doesn't take 10 minutes. It takes me to tell you to ask me.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that. So how was your week? Oh no, we've done that. So my weekend was alright. I was actually in the epicentre of Storm Dennis in East Dulwich.
Really?
Well, I mean, it was windy.
Is it just the south?
Yeah.
Okay.
South. So Valentine's, obviously I didn't buy any flowers or anything, but I did do, which I think you agreed was really good. Mm-hmm. I did a thing around the house.
A thing?
A thing. Not that thing. I did a treasure hunt.
Yeah.
Around the house, and I left clues everywhere. So that was good. Georgia didn't give me anything. So that's 1-0. That's something in the bank that I can then save
but
for next year.
Will she ever let you use that as 1-0?
Yeah, I imagine I could be able to
okay.
do it. Yeah, I'm still living off the time that on my birthday she got me just a picture of the Eiffel Tower. She printed it off and said, "Oh, let's go to Paris." And I was like, "Okay, we never have." Still never have. It's 5 years later, never done.
So that picture was the present?
That picture was the present, yeah. And 1 year she bought me a toothbrush.
Handy,
and I still use it to this
day.
day.
You annoyingly have to buy for yourself, like.
Yeah, that's true, and I still use it to this day.
What?
Do you find this
How many
weird?
years ago was that?
When was that? About 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, that's quite a long time.
But it's one of these electric ones, so you change the head.
Oh, fine, yeah.
It's not like a.
Oh, that's like a proper toothbrush.
Yeah, it's fine. But when I tell people this, and I'm not sure I should tell you this, but Georgia and I live together. We also share the toothbrush. Is that gross?
You share the same head?
Yeah.
It's not gross, but just why?
Because...
No, it is gross. It is gross, but I would share Toby's toothbrush.
Yeah.
Like, it's gross enough that I like other couples would do
yeah,
it.
so I thought...
But it's like, what's the point?
What do you mean, what's the point? It was because...
Why don't you just buy your own...
I don't know, she
toothbrush
just never
heads?
has. No, because then you're shaking it off and then you're going through toothbrushes heads, and they're made of plastic, remember? So you're buying extra, and then the demand, supply
Yeah, but
demand.
then you're overusing one head, so you're going to need to replace heads more often. So it just balances out.
Yeah, I suppose that is true. You've got me there. And I have noticed that the charge on the toothbrush does run out a lot quicker.
This was your opportunity to buy her own electric toothbrush this year.
Yeah, I could have. Well, her birthday's coming up. Maybe I will.
Okay.
She won't know this because she never listens to any of this, so it's fine. So let's move on. That was our weeks. Those were our weeks. Mm-hmm. Let's get into the nitty gritty.
Is it me first?
I think it is you first this week. What vine are you presenting for me today?
So, mine's a seasonal vine.
Nice.
October time.
Right, so you're doing it in Feb. That's good. That makes sense.
Yeah, October's a long time away.
Yeah.
Could probably do it again.
Yeah. Well,
and people probably won't even notice.
No, exactly.
It's about Halloween. It's a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
There's bats on the wall behind her, and she basically says, "It's freaking bats. I love Halloween."
Yes, that's good.
But at the beginning, she kind of goes, "Look."
Oh yeah, there is that weird bit.
Like, does she say "look it"? Like, look at the bats? I don't know.
Yeah, I think she's saying look at the bats, and then she goes
like, look.
It's bats. It's freaking
Frickin'
bats. I love Halloween.
Yeah.
Look at. It's freaking bats. I love Halloween.
Do you like that one?
I do like that one. It's not my go-to. Would never be my go-to. If I said, it wouldn't be in my top 20. I wouldn't say.
It cycles round at Halloween, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Comes
like
back.
Say it's seasonal, which is good. That
people
we've done
repost
it. Which is good because we've done it in Feb.
Just repeat what you just said there.
Which is good because we've done it in Feb.
Oh, okay. I heard you now.
Because 8 months to go for October, but fantastic, yeah.
But then, so we were looking before. We don't know which baby this is. There's a few babies that make a few videos.
She reminds me of I smell like beef. I smell like
I'm
beef.
pretty sure it is her, but
I think it is her.
Maybe it's not.
I think it is her. Definitely.
When you said that, I thought, yeah, that is her. But now I'm thinking about it, I'm not so sure.
Because she's got what's her name? Frankie Ryan? No, that's from the Saturdays.
Katie. I think Katie. Yeah, Katie Ryan is the pizza one, the one who says I have to. She's at her friend's house. She goes, I have to leave. I forgot to brush my hair. Or she says something like that. That's Katie Ryan, I think.
Right.
I don't think it's Katie Ryan. I don't think they look alike.
I think it might be though.
Really? I think the Bats girl might just be a rogue girl.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Have a look. They do look incredibly similar. I know all white people look the same.
I wonder if Katie Ryan has a Wikipedia page.
Katie Ryan. Yeah, have a look on Wikipedia. Let's get some facts.
Nah, she doesn't.
Fuck me. Maybe we should start one for her. And just attribute all the vines that aren't her to her.
Okay, it's coming up. Katie Ryan is like a film actress.
Oh, right. Well, that's...
Okay, there is a compilation. I say compilation of Katie Ryan vines. It's 20 minutes long though, so we can't watch it, but
maybe we'll post a link after, and then we'll get the listeners to make the call whether she is actually Katie Ryan or...
do you know what? Now I'm watching it, I think it might be her.
What, the beef?
Not beef, but the Bats. I'm just skimming through, see if there's an image of the Bats one.
Yeah, no, that is her. No.
It's a really tough call. How do all these little girls look so similar? Unless they are the same girl.
Well, yeah, that's my one thing about this person you just saw in that compilation, that it's her mum doing it. So I don't know whether it's...
I think she is Beef Baby. Beef Baby is on this compilation.
Oh, baby. Called it.
If she's Beef Baby, it's making me believe she's Bats. I don't know. If anyone can clear this up, it would be great. Because I'd actually like to know.
If Katie Ryan could get in contact with us.
Because I want the credit to go to the right person. I don't want to give Katie Ryan all the present if it's all the...
The present. All the
credit.
All the credit.
If it's not her.
Well, that's fair enough. So, what about this vine makes it stand out for you?
Because you watch it and you're like, it's so random because... Why are there bats on the wall in the first place?
Because she freaking loves Halloween.
And they love them. They love Halloween in America.
Yeah, they do. And our two listeners, we've got two listeners in America.
Listeners.
One in, I think, Seattle, and one in Wisconsin.
I've been to Seattle.
Maybe it's that vampire. Oh no, that was in
Texas.
That was in Texas.
I love Seattle.
Nice. Never been.
By the way, one listener.
So if you want to send us some Seattle tips,
I love you.
Come and...
there's bats on the wall, which is okay. And also it's very random, but then it's also like not, because it's like, bats are related to Halloween.
The strength of it, I think, is that it looks like it's been filmed by a little girl. Yeah. The camera's moving about. She's all dishevelled, like she's not looking on fleek.
It's like her just being herself.
Yeah. It's not like her mum's put her there and said, right, say this.
Yeah.
Frickin' I love Halloween. It's because she sounds like an old woman as well when she says I love Halloween.
It's freaking bad. I love Halloween. Yeah. It's the way she says Halloween as well, like Halloween.
Okay, well I
think it's really funny. It is actually it's one of my go-tos.
Really, it is.
Yeah, I really love it.
See, I'm torn because I
Okay.
do like it. It is funny, but there's a little thing in my head saying that I don't know. It's not as great as others. I think it's definitely an 8 out of 10.
Okay, yeah.
It's freaking bats.
I guess
love
the
Halloween.
risky thing with kids' vines is like, how staged is it?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because
And
this is our parents doing
My
this.
vine later is definitely unstaged. So there is nothing
Okay.
that a parent would allow their teenager or child to do this.
Oh, okay.
So I think, I think I'd give it an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10
I'd
for
take that.
It's good. It's a solid
Yeah,
vine.
I'd take that for that.
It's a solid vine, and it just worries me that she's got 22 minutes of vines, because that starts to
I know, because there's
point
also that
towards
thing.
that maybe she was quite successful, and then the successful viners are actually some of the weakest.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So, but that individual vine, I would give an 8 out of 10.
Fine.
Vine. So, on to my one.
Okay.
Right.
You seem really excited about
I am
this
really
one.
excited. I've written a page worth of notes and a script.
I don't know
okay?
what it is as well.
So my one, it starts off, I'll set the scene, starts off, face the camera. In the background there's like an air conditioning unit. It's a young girl, probably about 12. She starts singing.
Okay.
You just think it's a normal singing vine, so obviously that normally gets a minus mark for us. But then something happens halfway through. She decides to really, I don't know, I don't want to use the word sex it up, but she does.
I know the one. I still
So for
wasn't
the
sure
first-
until you said that.
So for the first like 5 seconds of the vine, remember this was 6 seconds long, maybe 4 or 5. She's singing a song which I imagine is quite big in America. It's
Yeah.
about a boy who lives in the country. But the last second makes you kind of worry, because you are watching. Remember, you are watching probably a 12-year-old at this stage.
God, I love it.
And then right at the end, she's singing this song. And then right at the end, she sticks out her tongue and makes one of the most incredibly uncomfortable noises for a 12-year-old to hear out of a 12-year-old's mouth that could possibly ever be. I'll perform this noise now for you now. It goes like this.
I think you should.
I'll go
move your
straight
face
up to
close to the
phone.
microphone.
1 2 1 2. Do you want me to do the full song?
If you can, not laugh.
Okay. Country boy, I love you.
Country boy, I love you.
Right, so
Your
that,
eyebrows are going to.
yes, well that's the thing. Not only is there a tongue, there's a raise of the eyebrows in a suggestive way that I feel a 12-year-old probably shouldn't know about.
It is uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable because, right, so I don't want to, I also want to make this point, okay? There have been offshoots of this where they've re-edited it into other videos, and a lot of them are incredibly,
Sexual.
no, very horrible, like just being like, oh, shut up, you know, like, or just being mean
okay.
to this girl. And I think actually, instead of being mean, this should be celebrated. And I think this should be in like a museum. If the world ends and we have to put loads of stuff in a time thing, what they call these do on Blue Peter, not cocaine, time capsule.
Yeah.
They bury loads of shit in it. And do you remember one year they buried loads of stuff, but water got into it and absolutely ruined it? And they
Yeah,
dug it up like
do you know
10
what?
years
I think
after, and they were like, "Oh, for
I do
fuck's
remember this.
sake!" It was so good.
Did your school make you do them?
Yes, I think we did that
We
in
had to do
primary.
them.
Yeah,
It was fun. We had to put something in.
I can't remember what I put
Oh, I
in, but
don't
I think
know,
we
I
did
don't
it. Yeah, but I think it is. I think this is one of those vines, and there is maybe only a handful, but I think it can be considered art. And I think she should be celebrated as a modern day hero. And we'll listen to the full one now. So I'll put it in.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Oh, I thought you were actually going to play
Oh, no,
that.
no, no.
I was like, oh, okay.
You were so
I
excited.
was really happy.
That's it. That happens in the edit. Liv.
Sorry.
He called you Ollie then. Oi, Ollie.
Ollie.
Ollie, come on, mate. That happens in the edit. So this is one that I've loved for a long, long time. So much so that I was speaking to about people from work, and there was a woman who I didn't really know at work, and she did it, but she said, "My name." She went, "Robert Crawford, I love you." And I'd totally forgotten that this was a Vine, and I thought she was just doing that to me, and I was like, "All right, you all right?" But then I remembered, oh yeah, all right, good. So, Country Boy, I love you.
I think she kind of looks a bit uncomfortable doing it. I
Well,
think she's kind of unsure about it herself.
Well, that's what I think. I think there is halfway through, she's singing, and then she realises that she doesn't have a great voice, but a lot of us don't. And then she goes, it's like that bit where you're doing karaoke, and you think, oh, at the start you're going to be fine, but then halfway through you go, Christ, I am bad at singing. You
Yeah.
start hearing your own voice, and then I do it a lot. You then start putting on like a funny voice to protect yourself
Yeah.
from any, because you're
Put that
already
shield up.
you're already doing a funny voice, so it's fine if they laugh.
Yeah.
And I think where the comes from is a deep
Like, is it her where
thing.
maybe she gets a note out of key and then she's like, oh. And maybe that's what she's, oh.
No, I think it's too sensual for that.
Too much.
It's too sensual.
I don't know. I'm just thinking, why did she do that?
Because she's a maverick. She's a genius of our time. Why did Dali paint all those clocks melting? We don't know. No one will ever know.
I guess so.
Why did Da Vinci, not make that woman smile? Who knows?
Yeah, but the annoying thing about this one is like someone could just go and ask her.
Well, yeah, you could. And I did see a tweet that someone found a picture of the woman, of the girl now. She doesn't look the same. Well, she looks like an older version of her, because that's what she is.
Yeah.
But no one's asked her that, I don't think. And I don't know her name. But there are pictures on the internet of her now.
I wonder if there's like a video of a longer bit of song that she sung. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wonder if she did sing the whole song.
Right, maybe she's
And it was cut down.
and you thought maybe it was an editing process.
Maybe.
I don't know. No, I don't think. I think it's so raw, right? The footage, because her hair's a bit of a mess. She's got
kinda
long,
curly hair,
ginger
yeah.
hair, glasses on, really thick rimmed glasses, which again, very Andy Warhol.
No,
Art.
they're not thick rim, are they?
They are fairly thick rim.
I imagine like those glasses that have no rim.
No,
That's what I've got in my head.
Let's have a look. Listeners, hold on a second. We are just verifying your thing. Country Boy, I love you, Vine Girl. Right, so that's so they're not that thick.
I think
they're quite flat, actually.
They're basically normal glasses.
They're just normal glasses, yeah. Don't worry.
And
She's not like Roy Orbison.
They're in between of what we said.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's a compromise. And hey, well done. We're shaking hands. So, how would you score that?
I really like this one. And I didn't actually discover this one for years. I've only discovered it on compilations. Like, I didn't see it in when Vine was really going.
No. I don't think I saw a lot of Vines that
Yeah, I guess so.
would keep going, because, like we said earlier, the bigger Vine stars would just clog up everything,
Yeah.
because they've got millions of views and whatever. So you just get in this deep hole, whereas these random ones that actually, why Vine is great, would get hidden.
But then even like the Bats one, like she gets posted frequently around social media. Like people repost her Vines, whereas this one, you only find it in a compilation.
Yeah.
You never find someone posting this.
Yeah, or on a award-winning, hopefully, a podcast.
I did actually see someone I know on Instagram the other day. It was either the like the comment of the post of the picture they posted, or
Right.
someone commented it. Someone put "country boy" with loads of Y's, and I saw it and I was like, you don't see that a lot with this Vine. I don't think it's like as well known.
No, it's a very niche, and it is.
It's really special.
Beautiful.
It is really special.
It's beautifully crafted because it's just the backdrop to it's beautiful. There's like bookshelves and, like I said, air conditioning, I think, and it's just a wonderful, robust
I'm only gonna
love letter to Vine.
I'm only gonna knock it that it is a little bit uncomfortable because she is a child.
Yes, and I did say that in my
Yeah, I know, I
summation.
know.
You know, I'm not.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna. I think
Okay.
I'm gonna knock it only slightly,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Wow.
I know. 'Cause
That is.
I think it's really good.
It is incredible.
Did you expect it to get that high?
I was. Do you know what? I was actually watching it over and over again this morning, and each time I was laughing more and more. So I thought it did have a chance.
Yeah.
But gosh, thank you so much, Liv. You've made a small child very happy.
But I love it even more because it is niche
Yeah.
and it's not like
Well, I
very
don't
well.
know.
It's not very well celebrated.
No, but once people see it and Jesus, what was that?
Scream has like its own thing going on,
I
doesn't it?
know. Anyway, once people do see it, I do implore you to see it. Click the link in the description. Watch it, ingest it, and
then watch it
savor
again.
it. Yeah, and just keep watching it because it will never not be funny.
Yeah, the way she looks is perfect.
Yeah, she's got
She's got like kind of that 12-year-old type t-shirt on, I swear.
yeah.
It's kind of like it's a short sleeved t-shirt,
Yes.
I think. Anyway.
But it's like a short sleeve.
It's like a
rather than-
a proper child t-shirt.
It's like in between a vest and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
like
I think
that.
it's
I
got
like
something
that as
written
well.
on it, but I can't remember what it
I
is.
don't know what her t-shirt says. But she has a young style top on.
Yeah.
Which is just funny because it's like this girl is actually a child.
Yeah, and she's doing those come to bed eyes. There's no other way to describe them.
I think she doesn't know what she's doing.
No. But maybe she does.
Well, if she knew, she'd probably do a better job at it.
Wow, bitch.
Throwing shade.
Bitch. Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm very happy with that 9.5 out of 10.
Cool.
So that puts that right up to the top of our leaderboard. I forgot what the leaderboard looks like, to be honest, but I think we're around. Iridociclitis, I'm afraid, is still down at the bottom. Oh, no, it's not.
No, you're the one you did
The
last
one last,
week.
the fish drinking water, that
Yeah.
rubbish. I think we're going to avoid doing rubbish ones because I don't want to.
It's not fun.
It's not fun because they're not funny and they're not great. Though
And
I do want
not
to do a
everyone knows
special.
them.
No, exactly, and I do want to do a special, like attack episode on all the crap ones, like your Jake Pauls, Jake Paul and Aaron Paul or whatever your name is. You're not boxers, mate. Get
Yeah.
over it. You're just some fucking idiots. All right.
Yeah, there's that one couple. I know there's loads of couple singing ones which are shit, but there's
Yeah.
that one that always comes up in the compilations. I'm
Really
gonna find out
annoying.
who they are.
That's a lot, and I think that comes off the back of TikTok because TikTok was obviously a musical something. Now they think Vine was that. That's not what it was.
I know, but I'm seeing some TikToks recently, and I'm thinking
They're starting to come good.
they're
They're
starting to be
come
funnier.
out of. They're starting to come out of the fug of.
I think that was all the promotional
music.
stuff they went for.
Yeah.
That was TikTok trying to promote it, but they just did it all wrong.
Yeah.
They didn't promote the funny side of it. They promoted like, oh, look at these people singing. Like this could be you singing with a weird thing on your face. and
Yes.
Being really over dramatic. I mean, maybe it's just because we're British as well
Yeah, I think there is
that
that
we looked at that like, what the fuck?
because there are.
Who would do that?
Yeah, who the fuck would sing that?
Who would? Yeah, I've got one in my head that got promoted so much on Facebook, and it was like, I think it was a guy. I'm pretty sure it was a guy. I'm not sure it was a girl. He had like kind of short spiky hair, and he's got like, I think he's got a suit on, and he's like doing really, and he's singing like a 50s style song. It's almost quite circusy.
Right.
Do you know the one I'm talking about?
No idea.
There's no point in trying to explain it then.
Okay, good.
Because I don't know it. I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's
It'd
what
only
we
work
find.
if you knew as
This
well.
is what we call in a radio sense a cul-de-sac conversation.
I'll show you it later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I think TikTok's rising up the ranks.
No, but we can never talk about them. We can never talk about an individual TikTok because we are Vine only.
We can when we run out of vines.
Yeah, but that'll be in like 6 weeks.
What?
Any other business to discuss? Oh, I wore my pants inside out the other day. And it was actually
You didn't
quite
change
uncomfortable.
them either.
No, well, there's a story here. I did change them. But our toilets at work, you know, they've got like that marble flooring on the floor.
That's
and
like
they're dark,
reflective.
kind of reflective, right? So I went into the toilet. So listeners, Wednesday, was it Wednesday? I was talking to someone, and then I was pulling my t-shirt down because sometimes it rides up. That's the problem with having a fat back. Okay.
I thought you were going to say a long back.
A long back, like a giraffe's back. And then I felt the label out of my boxers, and I thought, oh, that's weird. I'll tuck that in. I couldn't tuck it in because it was hanging out, because it was the wrong way round. And then so I said, oh God. So instead of going to the toilet and changing, I actually cut the label, so then it wouldn't sit. So you wouldn't be able to see it.
You cut it behind your back?
Yeah. So it was quite a feat actually.
While you were like sat at your desk?
Yeah. It's quite.
And you didn't get anyone to do it for you?
No, because I feel like that's quite an intimate area, should we say?
I just don't feel like you have that boundary.
Well, I mean, I do. That makes me sound like some sort of sexual predator. Definitely do have a boundary, just in case Georgia is listening.
Okay, sorry.
Definitely do have a boundary.
I wouldn't have thought you wouldn't ask someone to do that for you.
Yeah.
Like a boy, like one of your mates, a boy.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why
Just
I
to
didn't.
get it
I just
done
thought,
properly.
do you know what? I'll just do it. And it did take me about 2 minutes to line it up. Because if you ever tried to do, it's like cutting something in the mirror.
It's like a label.
Doesn't make any sense. You're like
Yeah.
going that way, but you're going away from it.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense. Well, as you found out with your fringe all week, that's a fucking nightmare. So anyway, I went to the toilet and I checked. No one was there in, so I went into the middle stall.
I just feel like you really rushed cutting the label.
Well, yeah,
You just did it, and then it's like you didn't need to do that.
I know, but then I wore them again for
And it actually
another
makes them
hour.
more irritating
Yeah.
because the label's all jagged and sharp.
Well, you say that, but actually the way the boxes are, the outside has got like some sort of seam, and so it was giving me quite an itchy bop
Right, okay.
arse,
Yeah.
some would say. So then that started to annoy me, so then I went and did it. But so I took my shoes off, took my trousers off, took my pants off, and then someone came in, right, but still got the socks on. Someone came in, and the way, so if you catch it on an angle, you can see sometimes people's knees when they're having
You can see people's
shit.
in the girls. You can see girls' heads, like shoulders
Really?
and head outline. Yeah, because you can see them sitting on the toilet.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah. Shit. So then someone came in when I was bottom half naked in just my socks, and it's a very vulnerable place to be when you're putting your pants on at any time, really, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
When you're at the beach, it's heightened because people are around. But I think it's quite weird to do it at work. It's a place of work, professionalism,
Yeah.
and I am semi-naked.
And if you're ever getting changed at work, you're not changing your pants. You're changing like Your trousers or your top?
Yes. So that was a weird thing. And then for like, sometimes if you rush putting your pants on, you get the wrong leg or whatever, or you wear them inside out like I did. So I pulled them up and I had to get out of there very quickly, though I had to wait for the guy who was in there to go before I came out.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a logistical nightmare, but yeah, that's my big thing this week. I wore my pants in the inside out.
Yeah, because I know there's I occasionally would get a sunbed.
Right.
But I get lie down sunbeds. I have had a stand up one a couple of times, but I know there's one near where I live where it's stand up, but it's all mirrored.
Oh no. Oh,
So
you do not want to see
it's
that.
mirrored, like you stand on the mirror.
You stand on the mirror, and you're completely.
Well, I mean, you go in how you choose to go in.
Okay.
You can wear pants, or you can wear underwear if you want. But yeah, a lot of people go on naked.
Oh God.
And
Why would you want to see that?
What a weird situation to be in, where you're completely naked and you're standing on a mirror. Like, you never thought that would. You never think that situation would come about in your life.
No.
I haven't done it, but I know I know that's a thing at the.
So how does it work? So the mirrors are UV light, or what happens?
Yeah, there's like there's UV light like in between all the
Right.
crevices, of the
Okay.
mirror, like in between
The
all
crevices.
the
In
you
between
know
the
what I
crevices.
mean, like
Oh,
like
just
a
found this
mirror,
UV light.
mirror UV light. Kind of
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Do you remember the BBC3 program where it was called? It was like a robot. People used to go there, and the robot would be like, "You look fucking shit."
Yes. Oh my god.
What was it called?
Oh.
I used to watch that so many times. That's what is in my mind. Is that?
Was it Snog, Marry, Avoid?
Yeah, it's called Snog, Marry, Avoid.
And the public would vote, like,
And the public
they'd see a
would be like,
picture of it
"Ugh."
and be like, oh, avoid.
Yeah, avoid that still.
And then after, it would be like, they'd be like, oh, I'd snog her.
I'd marry her.
Yeah.
It would be nice. But yeah, that
was such a great program.
that was a good. That was like the start of BBC3 when
I hope that's on BritBox.
they had no commissioning. That best be on fucking BritBox.
That's the stuff I want to see on BritBox.
That is it. Fuck your Victorias. Fuck your Coros. Let's have BritBox. Snag, marry, avoid.
I used to watch so much shit on that program.
What, on BBC3?
Yeah, because I got a TV in my room when I was about 13.
Yeah.
And I'd just sit up all night watching BBC3. It had all the great stuff on it, like Don't Tell the Bride.
Oh.
Used to be BBC3.
That's really good.
think it
That's
used
now
to be
Channel
BBC3.
4, isn't it? Or
Yeah.
E4 now. Shite.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure it was
BBC3.
BBC3. And like 2 pints of lager
BBC3.
and a packet of crisps.
I started watching. Right, so on iPlayer it gives you suggestions.
I think it's on Netflix. 2
I-
pints.
I watched the first episode, and it is incredibly it's very New Labour.
Okay.
Like it is incredibly we're all just having a laugh.
Yeah, where is it? Is it Runcorn?
Yeah, I
Runcorn,
think
that's
so.
where it's set, yeah.
But I couldn't get on with it. I only watched the first episode, and I was like, this is weird.
I think
Well, it's just of its time.
yeah, I know that it's not hilarious, but I just have a soft spot for it.
Fair play.
Because I remember watching it.
'Cause it's
Oh,
in
and the
the-
Mighty Boosh. That was another one.
Oh, God, BBC3 is quality actually.
Yeah, it's a shame they sort of took it off TV.
Yeah, but no one watches TV anymore, do they?
I know, but
We're all into podcasts, aren't we, listeners?
No.
No one's there.
I know, but if I'm going to go online, I go on Netflix. I don't really I don't flick through like BBC iPlayer.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Okay, babe. So, that was this episode. Thank you for listening. Big up our American listeners. And also, actually, I don't know how truthful they are, these analytics that this website I look at.
Okay.
Because we have, apparently, 17 listeners, or 17 plays, an audience of 4. 2 of them are in America, and 100% of all the people in England are in Boreham Wood.
Oh, what?
Who do we know in
It's
Boreham
not going
Wood?
to be accurate, is it?
No.
Because we've played it.
Yeah, I've played it in London.
I've played it, yeah, like where I live.
Yeah. I don't know who's...
That's weird.
all our listeners are one family in Boreham Wood.
Or maybe there's like sort of polls around the UK, and it will just go to your nearest poll.
Yeah, that's how
You're
they do it.
listening.
Those polls, those famous listening polls. Yeah, no, that's how they.
I mean,
probably
like a
measure everything.
telecoms or something poll.
Like a yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
That
know.
doesn't
Let's-
make
let's
any.
stop
That doesn't make
talking
any
now.
sense.
Right, we'll be back next week with some more vines,
More good vine.
some more great vines.
Okay, pressure.
Well, I mean that's the title of the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Thanks for listening again. I will love you and leave you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Bye.